Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Real World Angling. I'm your host, Aaron Jeffrey. It's the middle of November. We're just leaving Huntington Harbor here. We've got this beautiful fall weather, very typical for Southern California this time of year. We get very, very light winds and minimal swell. This is one of my favorite times of the year to fish. For you guys with smaller boats, this is your time to take advantage of getting off the beach, fishing that stuff you normally can't during the summer because we've got that like annoying 3-foot chop and that 12 to 15 knot winds. Days like today, you know, on your 17-foot boats, as long as you're safe and you're smart, you can make your Catalina runs, maybe catch a fall yellowtail, something like that. But today I am a little limited on time, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fish the beach. I had really good sheephead fishing the other day, something I don't think a lot of guys target, but a great eating fish, one of my favorite fish to eat, as well as fish that you can catch here on the beach that could be upwards of 15 pounds. So we're gonna do some sheephead fishing, and then if time allows and the weather's cooperative, we are gonna go and make a few deep drops. I did bring the electric reel. I brought a couple of rockfish rigs. So we'll see if we can find a blackgill or a sablefish or something, and go fish 1,000 foot plus. It's really important this time of year too, guys, that after September 15th in the southern management area, you may only fish 300 feet or deeper for any other rockfish species. So you really got to pay attention and plan out your day. Once you have your rockfish on the boat, you can't be fishing any shallower. So if I was to run out now and go ahead and, you know, fish deep and say I put a couple of reds or a couple of blackgill in the boat, then I'm going to be restricted to fishing 300 feet or deeper for the rest of the day. So it's really important now, once you have your rockfish on the boat, you're not fishing any shallower than 300 feet. Fishing game can't tell where you caught that fish. So I'm going to be fishing shallow to start my day, and then you should always be fishing deep to end your day. If you don't plan on fishing anything else other than rockfish, then run out, fish the deep stuff, do whatever you got to do, load up, and then run home. But once you have rockfish on the boat, just remember you technically cannot be fishing any deeper than 300 feet. You don't want to get a ticket. You don't want to have to fight fishing game about where you caught your fish. So just something to pay attention to. Plan out your day a little bit since the regulations are a little bit different. This is our first year of having this kind of a half-closed season with a depth restriction as far as being deeper and not shallower. So, like I said, we're gonna throw the life jacket on, put on our kill switch. We're gonna make a few mile run. It looks like the weather is beautiful. We're gonna fish dropper loop setup, see if we can put some sheephead on the boat, and then we'll see if the weather cooperates and we can run offshore. But stay tuned for some action, guys. All right, guys, just pulled up on our first spot here. As you can see and or hear, it's a little bit windy. We've got these offshore Santa Anas today, which really lay the ocean down. They knocked down a lot of the swell, which is great. All right, so what I'm fishing today, guys, I'm fishing shallow water right now. I'm fishing about 45 feet, far from the sun. But just fishing a standard dropper loop setup. So I've got about 18 inches off the bottom. I'm running about an 8 to 10 inch leader off that. I like to use like a flipping style hook, a little bit longer shake, but very strong. Don't use any of those cheaper brand knockoff hooks you find in the store that are real cheap because they bend down on the sheephead. I'm fishing 40-pound leader to 50-pound Spectra, and this is actually a Daiwa 7/9 swim bait rod. It's my calico rod, but it works awesome for this. And then Alexa 300, and then I'm fishing 2 ounces of lead. So there's the rig. There's my shrimp. There you go, guys. Nice big California sheephead. This fish is a female transitioning to a male. She's very pink, light belly. You can start to see she's starting to get these dark lines, dark head and dark tail. So we're gonna go ahead and throw her in the live well. Well, that was quick. We're halfway to our limit, guys. Oh, there he is. There's a good one. Doesn't feel like a monster, but should be a decent one, I think. Yeah. didn't like. But there's another female California sheephead. You can see she's all pink. These are the females. We'll let her go. Woo! Get another one. Definitely want bigger ones than that if we're gonna. The limit's only 2 per person. So limit being 2 per person, we're definitely gonna want to get bigger ones than that. I'm telling you guys, don't use cheap hooks. These fish have very hard mouths. That fast, guys. Another California sheephead, guys. Probably, I don't know, 16, 17 incher at least. This is a transitioning female to male. We're gonna let him go too. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a huge fish, guys. That's gonna be a giant, I think. Woo! Just sitting there holding on to the bait, wasn't even moving. Got him up. Just take your time. My net right here between my legs. I got about 8 feet a leader, so I know right where I'm at. 6 feet a leader, which is perfect. Oh, that's a nice one. There we go. Nice male. Oh, there we go. Not a monster, but man, that's a nice fish. There you go, guys. Another nice 4 or 5 pound sheephead. Go ahead and let that one go. Not fast, guys. Just like I said, put a bait in the water and catch a fish. Super fun to do, guys, in the fall and the winter. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do. You know, you can get yourself $6 or $8 worth of shrimp. That's all you need. Torpedo sinkers, a couple of real heavy, like 1.0 or 2.0 hooks. You know, you want a solid hook. Like I said, these fish are big. They do have very big chompers on them, as well as living in heavy reef structure. But you know, all I'm using here, guys, like I said, is just like a flipping stick, swim bait rod, flipping stick. You know, something like around 7/6. You don't need a long rod. 50 pound Spectra, and like I said, I run a 40 pound leader. Sure, you could fish 15, 20. You're gonna lose a lot of fish, guys. The fish I hooked the other day, I hooked with was 50 to 50, and I didn't stand a chance. I was lifting as hard as I could, and that fish was just taking line, bulldogging me right to the reef, and broke me off. So every once in a while, you do hook a monster. Better to be prepared. But it's, like I said, it's really fun fishing, guys. You know, we'll catch some sand bass every once in a while, catch calico bass, catch some big sculpin. Everything we catch is really good eating. That's the best part about it. Like I said, guys, sometimes they, you know, you get these fish and you get little taps, And sometimes these fish just take it straight down. Sometimes they swallow it. They'll eat the bait and you never feel them, and they just slowly swim around with your weight. Oh, that was a quick bite. Woohoo! All right. Man, that was one and done. Thank you. Okay, we'll try that again. That was, whoo! Oh, there he is. There's a big one. There's a good one. Oh. Surfing them up. Nice one. Ooh, that's a nice one. Not a huge one, but a nice one. Hey, another nice, beautiful California sheephead. As soon as you grab their eyes or you stick your hands into their gills, they seem to close up their mouths real quick. So, got their hook. Out of there. Beautiful 17, 18-inch sheephead. We'll go ahead and let him go here, but you guys can see these big old chompers here. This is what they use to crush clams and shrimp, mussels off the rocks. These things will eat lobsters, everything, guys. And the fact that they eat all that shellfish and stuff like that, guys, is great because that really imparts flavor into the fish as well. So, drop another bait down. I like to catch a 10 or 12 pounder, and then we can go ahead and go do some deep drops. Weather's very nice, cooperating, it's beautiful. We've only been fishing for about an hour and a half, guys, so it's been well, most people would say pretty wide open. It's pretty good fishing, guys. Like I said, you put a bait on the bottom and catch a fish. So while I'm sitting here waiting for the next bite too, guys, I do just want to say thank you to all you guys that have been on the website, checked out the website, and who have placed an order, whether it be for, you know, tuna jigs, or, you know, Iserline, you know, wind on leaders and Spectra. I am a very proud West Coast dealer, authorized dealer of Iserline and all the products that they carry. So if there's anything you guys need that may not even be listed on the website, just shoot me a DM or an email, sales@realworldangling.com. I'd be happy to get you a price or get an order placed for you. Spectra's been great. New multicolor Spectra has been awesome for the guys fishing tuna, the guys jigging. Oh, we're getting a bite there, guys. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it's been great, guys. I really appreciate the support and the orders. Rockfish rigs have been flying. I'm making them as fast as I can, making sure they're all done properly for you guys. So thank you very much for that. Oh, there's a beautiful sheephead. Another beautiful goat. What can I tell you, guys? What did I tell you? Probably, I don't know, 15, 16 inches or something like that. But beautiful sheephead. We'll let him go, look for mama. You know, a lot of the times you fish rockfish and these other bottom fish, and they end up blown out. They get barotrauma, and you know, they got insides going outside, and you know, stuff like that. Very thankful I haven't had that. It's one of the nicer things about fishing this shallow water. I mean, I'm only in 6 or 7 fathom. Yeah, 45 feet, 50 feet of water right here. So, you know, these fish are all, I can release all these fish healthy, which is very important, you know, especially that fishing game has decreased the limit. It used to be 5 fish, it's 2 fish now to protect the species. So, all right, let's do one more little flip out here. Oh man, there. Demolish that piece of bait. I've been hooking that one a little bit. Holding on to the bait. He wasn't really hitting it, he was holding it. Helicopter fly. Whoa, whoa, nice one. Beautiful sheephead, female. Go ahead and let her go. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to look at some stuff in like probably 350-ish. So we're going to start looking in that 3 to 350-ish range out here. I got a spot called Red Ledge. We'll see if there's anything on it. I did bring the electric reels, but I'm gonna start this first spot probably with my Saltiga. I don't really feel the need to fish the electric stuff unless it's super deep, like 400 or 500 foot plus, or unless the current is just so bad I've got to use, you know, multiple pounds of lead, which it might be. So we'll get out there and see. Might calm down just a little bit. The wind might be just a little bit lower off the beach, you know. But what I'm doing here is I've got 65-pound Iser line packed to the brim on a Saltiga 35. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm tying that directly. Woo, there's a little gust of wind. I'm gonna tie that directly to a snap. There we go. Tie that directly to like a 150-pound snap. What I'm gonna do, make my life very easy. It's exactly why I make these, I sell these. This is the #1 selling item on the website by far, are my shallow water rockfish rigs. So when I say shallow water, guys, I don't necessarily mean 50 feet. I say shallow water in the terms of fishing rockfish. We traditionally fish that stuff anywhere from about 150, 180 out to, you know, as deep as you want to fish. Most boats aren't fishing deeper than 500 or 600. There's not a lot to catch past that other than some blackgill, some sable fish. You catch a lot more cows going deeper. But this right here makes your life beyond easy. So everything is made with Iserline mono, Iserline crimped, sleeves, everything. These are 6 feet long. They're gonna be 6 feet long. They're gonna be made from 200-pound Iserline mainline, and then they're gonna have 12-inch drops on them that are gonna be made from 150-pound Iserline. They have 5/0 Mustad black nickel hooks. They all come pre-packaged, ready to go. You don't have to do anything except for clip it on and add a sinker. Showing you guys live time exactly how easy this is. All I'm doing here. The nice thing is even with the heavier line, you really can't tangle the thing up at all. The top end here, got a heavy duty swivel. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my snap. I'm gonna clip my snap right onto there. Here. All I have to do now is add my weight of choice. As you guys can see here, we've got an aluminum sleeve to a swivel. This is your main line. Here is drop number 1. It's a 5/0 black nickel mustad demon hook. Perfect for local fish, fishing reds, coppers, bocaccio. You get those bank perks, those specks. And then we come down here to number 2. And then the very end, we've got a 75-pound snap on there for your weight. The great thing about this is here's drop number 1, all the way stretched out. Here's drop number 2. These guys cannot hook each other. They are far enough apart, they are not going to tangle on the drop. You can hook one fish, leave it down there, catch another. They won't spin off. You've got these awesome 3-way swivels, and it just never wants to wrap itself up, guys. This is huge for fishing rockfish. The main reason, like I said, is when you're winding up from deep, you don't get as many fish spinning off. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna clip this. I don't know how deep I'm gonna fish yet, so I don't want to put a weight on there quite yet. So what you can do is, what I do is I'll go ahead and wrap that bottom one around my reel. I'll open my snap. Go ahead and just pull that tight. Put that onto a snap. Put that onto the eye of the hook. Now you're ready to go. Get to your spot, unclip your snap, put your weight on, and go. Like I said, guys, those are the Real World Angling Rockfish rigs. That is the shallow water rig. I also do make the heavy duty bottom fish rig. So same configuration, but everything I've done with this is you've got 200-pound main, you have 300-pound drop lines. So a heavier duty drop line, a stiffer drop line to keep your bait out. These are 8/0 mustad black nickel hooks. These are demons as well. And then you also are gonna have crimp gear. You've got chafing gear on your swivels for the weight, as well as where you connect your main line. Also back down here on the bottom, instead of just having a snap, we've also done a swivel on there as well. So if you're fishing 2, 3, 4 pounds of lead, it can spin, it doesn't wrap, it just reduces twist, especially at that depth. And a lot of guys that have been buying these have been using them to target blackgill and sablefish. So you're fishing 1,200 feet plus and bouncing the bottom. But yeah, the heavier duty line, the heavier branches keep your bait out. And then, like I said, the chafe gear, these things last, I don't want to say forever, guys, but I mean, I have one here that's been on, I'll show you guys. I have one that I've been fishing all season. I mean, months and months and months and months and months. This thing's been on here. You guys have seen in my other videos, fishing the 14. I mean, I caught my giant cow on this, all my other rock fishing. Same rig, guys. Yeah, it's a little salty, you know, but hooks are still perfect. I just keep it clipped onto my reel down here, and I spray the whole thing off when I get home, and I'm ready to go. I appreciate, again, all the support, guys. We're gonna head offshore. Let's run off. Let's see if we can do a couple of deep drops, see if we can find a blackgill, sablefish, something. Stay tuned. Bah. All right, guys. Got over another spot here. Just taking a look at it. Got to figure out the drift and all that good stuff, but it's actually marking up pretty good. I'm gonna fire it down. I got 10 ounces. Like I said, I don't know how much that's gonna work. It's not gonna work, but we'll see what this does here, guys. idea what this stuff is. And they are red snapper, guys. Biting reds at that. About 330 feet of water, 340 feet, something like that. Speeding everything up for you guys, cutting out a bunch of it, but one. Oh, there we go. Double. Double on the reds, guys. They're not giants, but and again, guys. Whoop, boom. Take it. I knew it. This is an ocean whitefish. This is an ocean whitefish. Beautiful fish. I mean, the colors. They have very, very sharp gill plates. They have a poker on their gill plate, like right here. You gotta be very careful. Beautiful fish. Very small mouths. They're bait stealers. So we're gonna let that one go. They do not have a size limit, but they do have a fillet length limit, which I'd have to look at. I believe is 6 3/4 inches, but I'd have to double check. But we're gonna call it, guys. It's deep. I'm tired of winding up from deep. We got a few reds. We got some nice sheephead this morning. Fishing was really good. We got to put the real world angling rockfish rigs to the test again. We'll take that off, unclip our weight. Like I said, I just clipped this around the other side of the leader, tighten that up, and boom, we're done, ready for next time. So let's put our stuff away here. Let me get all my stuff put away here, guys. Trolling motor stored safely. Bait knife put away. We're gonna dump our bait. We're gonna head here for the dock.